Greetings, YouTube. Welcome to my home away from home. For those of you who saw my last video, you'll recognize this view, but this is a relatively new thing I'm doing, trying out. Spitballing, as it were. If you have not seen my latest video, then what's wrong with you? But if you haven't, by some miracle, if you missed it, then this is my home away from home. This is my love and passion and where all my money goes to, and which will eventually lead to my death, I think, probably. Anyways, we're here with another vinyl video, a little bit later than I thought it would be, but valid reasons this time, but nonetheless, just to kind of mark this moment in time, tonight I am seeing a bucket list concert. I am seeing Skinny Puppy, which I have not seen. I couldn't even tell you the last time. It was in the 80s. So this is their farewell, final tour ever, and I'm seeing that tonight. So I want to mark this moment in time that I'm filming this video. So this is going to be within relative, a relative reasonable amount of time, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I'll try to keep this within a half hour today. And whatever's left over, I might honestly just shelve and just start from fresh again, because I've been keeping stuff since summer, since Los Angeles, actually, in last May. So I'm just eager to get it off my floor and into my bunks, as it were, here at Dave HQ. That's a horrible name, isn't it? I know, get to it. I have some really amazing, here's the thing, I keep on finding amazing stuff that pushes back some other stuff, so then I keep on having a backlog. But I've been so lucky lately, and I know it's just pure luck, and I'm so full of gratitude towards whatever spirits out there are dropping vinyl on my head. So we got some, as always, we got thrift store stuff, we got online kind of local ad kind of stuff. We have a new place I picked up some vinyl, but it's only been one time I found vinyl there, so it's not a regular place I'm going to go to. We got new vinyl, and we got some other bits and bobs, and you have me. Let's get to this. New vinyl. This is in no particular order. This is kind of how I grabbed it off my floor, which has been waiting to see the light of day for you. This is new vinyl. By the way, I really encourage people to please watch. I know people like to skip forward. I do it too sometimes, but I've been trying to be a little more gracious with my time when I'm watching people's videos. And so, it would be nice if we just kind of, no coffee today, by the way. It's too late in the day for that, but a drink nonetheless. I just encourage you to maybe just watch, a bit longer. Maybe not longer, just, a little bit more of the fun and festivities we have here. The Cure show, which has finally been released on vinyl. This was their, I was going to say first official live album. That's not true at all. But finally this came out on vinyl, and I can't remember if this was what tour was this, Wish? I don't remember now, sorry. Anyways, this is how my videos go long, as I keep on pontificating. But the Cure show, which is what I went to Los Angeles to see, was the Cure and several other bands. But excellent live album. I hope they release the companion album to that, Paris, which came out almost at the same time. What else is, this is going to go from all over the place. And you're going to say, how can one man be so stupid as to like so much variety of music? And that's just how I am. So unfortunately I don't appeal to one market of person, I don't think. Anyways, this is speaking of which, this came out a while ago and I haven't showed it, but this is the Danger Mouse with Black Thought from The Roots, and they made an album together. I'm trying to figure out the shine here. There you go. Danger Mouse, producer, artist, just a total enigma. This is called Cheat Codes, and Black Thought from The Roots. And if you want to see an insane video, you might have seen this. Go on YouTube and Google Black Thought. What would you call it? It's Black Thought's freestyle. He does a freestyle thing on the radio, which is insane. Insane. Anyways, this is an excellent record. If you're looking to get a new hip-hop rap album of today, and you all you're doing is you're hanging tight to your Ice-T and NWA albums, and you're looking for some new hip-hop rap type stuff, excellent album. I can't highly recommend that more. This is the half-speed Abbey Road Studios pressing of, or not pressing, but version of Tears for Fears the Hurting. This was released as part of that Abbey Road half-speed master series they're doing, and Miles Showell over at Abbey Road Studios, who cuts almost all of their 45 mastered albums. He did the Tears for Fears the Hurting, their first album, and it sounds amazing. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm trying to figure it out with that shine. It's bugging me now. Anyways, excellent pressing. Probably the best pressing I've ever heard of that record. Power Trip live in Seattle. This isn't a new album, but it's a new vinyl. Oh no, it is 2023. What the concert was from 2018, but it was 2023 years released. Power Trip, the incredible thrash metal band, if for lack of a better term, released this live album live in Seattle, and it is excellent. I gotta hurry up here a bit. This is one of Testament's greatest albums, called The Gathering by Testament. And I had it on CD, and I can't remember what I was reading or what I was looking at on YouTube, and something reminded me of this album that is maybe one of their best records they ever did. And I finally went out and got it on vinyl, and yeah, it still is one of their best albums. So Testament, amazing band. This just came out recently, is the Noise Records, the influential kind of 80s, early 90s metal label. I think they were out of Germany. I could be wrong, but they had a lot of bands. Like they had Celtic Frost and Halloween and Corner and bands like that. They're reissuing some of their more classic records, and I think BMG owns the Noise label now. So BMG, I guess, they're bringing out the old Noise Records imprint to release some classic records that were originally on Noise Records. And this was the only Celtic Frost album I was missing. Emperor's Return, which is kind of an EP, I guess. But boy, what an EP. Circle of Tyrants, Morbid Tales, Dethroned Emperor. I mean, a few other songs, but that finally came out on vinyl as a reissue. Some people might know this guy. He's a YouTube personality, but before that, he still is a kind of a musician in several bands, but he's in The Haunted right now. He's been in several other bands, but right now he's a guitar personality. He's Ola England. He owns a guitar brand called Solar Guitars. But on top of that, he releases solo material, and I ordered this one because I just wanted to, I guess. This is called the Chug Project Volume 1. And it's just him noodling around as part of his videos, and he's kind of compiled all that stuff into Volume 1, and it's really great. It's all instrumental music, but I got this off his website, so Ola England, a really good album. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Murder Ballads. I thought I had this on vinyl all along, and then I'd go to grab it to listen to, and guess what? I don't know what happened to it. It must have went away in a trade or something, but yeah, I had to get this back on vinyl. Yeah. In my opinion, his best record. My opinion only. Anyway. I'm going to be skipping by some stuff if you see me flipping some stuff over here. This is one of the greatest proto-metal hard rock bands, was a band called Sir Lord Baltimore. And everyone kind of knows their first record, or is it their second record? I can't remember. But anyways, Everyone kind of knows that one. I wish I had it beside me to show you, but I picked up their, I swear this was their second album. I think this is called Sir Lord Baltimore. It is. And it's not quite as good as their first album, but it's still well worth picking up. So if there's any kind of proto metal fans out there, kind of late 60s, early 70s bands that kind of paved the way. Of course, we all know, or some know, this is hip hop's 50th anniversary. And there's a couple different records that are out celebrating. I think Def Jam might have one. BMG Records, they had a lot of very influential hip hop, and now that they are kind of owned by Sony or vice versa, they kind of joined forces and they put this double album out celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Double vinyl, and this was not a brand new release. This is actually part of a story I have coming up. So you know what? I'm going to show it to you now, but I'll reference it where I got it later. So as it's kind of everything from Run DMC to Little Nas X. Yeah, I'm not really fond of that last side of kind of some of the newer bands they decided to show, but anyways, there's a couple Duran Duran related records that have come out that I kind of need to talk about because this is Andy Taylor, who was the guitar player for Duran Duran for all their kind of classic records. He rejoined them for their Astronaut album, then left the band again. On their new album, The Dance Macabre, he's back on playing guitar on almost all the songs. This is his third solo album, his first one since the 90s. And he has cancer, and he's dying, and I think he just had he had surgery, and he's kind of he's given himself he's bought some more time, I guess. But it's really sad. When Duran Duran made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he couldn't make the trip over. He was too sick. But I think he's back to doing it a little bit better right now. But this is his first solo album of original material since, I think, 87. Then that was the album Thunder. But this is Man's a Wolf to Man. And I love this record. And I'm a really big fan of Andy Taylor. Big fan. I was lucky enough to meet him backstage at a Duran Duran show when they came to here for their Astronaut tour. And I got him to sign a bunch of stuff, and it was just a real pleasure to meet the guy. Anyways, brand new solo album, and it's really well worth a listen. Speaking of which, a very decisive record is the new Duran Duran record. It's called Dance Macabre. It came out in time for Halloween, and it's their kind of album of kind of spooky material, as you can tell by the cover. They kind of redo some of their songs, slightly more spooky. This, like I said, this was kind of like a Halloween themed record, and there's a couple new songs on it. But I know there's someone I talked to, Jason. Jason, if you're watching this, he hates it, and I after listening to it on 5.1 and then the vinyl, and I like it. And he's going to shoot me a message cursing me out probably, but I like the record. And I'm happy to see Andy Taylor's on it. And yeah. This is the B-52s. They finally released their time capsule album on vinyl. Double Greatest Hits album. Finally, they released that on vinyl. I'm going to have to cut the new albums short here. I thought, you know what? That is it. Well, that I'm going to show you. One of the new places I got vinyl was, there's lots of, these Amazon stores, people call them. It's stores that sell Amazon returns and Costco returns, and you know what I'm talking about. I've been there like 5 times, and once I scored vinyl, but I scored big time. I got the newest deluxe edition of A Love Supreme, which is like the deluxe package. It's got CDs in it. It's got vinyl in it. That was there. And all the albums I got from these Amazon returns were all sealed. That hip-hop one was one of them. It was sealed. Why they're in this goddamn... I don't know why it's there, but Yeah. And then I got Skid Row, their third album, Subhuman Race, which was re-released. That was part of it. And there was a few other ones. I can't recall where the hell they are right now. There was a lot of... Anyways, I walked out with about $250 that I spent, but I walked out with a stack of vinyl like that, all sealed. I'll probably find it for next video, but... Okay, I want to get to some thrift store finds really quickly. I know I'm rushing through things, and I like to talk a bit more, and people actually tell me they like me telling stories, like when I met Andy Taylor backstage at a Duran Duran concert. I have about a whole roll of film. No, well, not film, but I have about 1,000 photos that were taken because I was so excited to meet Duran Duran. Oh yeah, this is one of them too. Sorry. This is the Abbey Road half-speed master of the Who. Who's next? That was there, sealed. I'm not arguing. I've been there. There's about, we have about 5 of these fucking stores in my city. They're popping up quicker than fucking dandelions everywhere around the world. How many Amazon returns are there that go to these stores? But I know how it works. They bid on, stores bid on pallets of this crap. But they had vinyl once. And, this is one of them too. Another one. Neil Young. I already have this one, but this is sealed. This is Noise and Flowers, the live album he did with Promise of the Real. Another fucking great record. Just make sure I'm not... Oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to knock these off really quick, and then I'm going to go to thrift store final. Got a copy of the Scorpions Live Bites. I got a copy of... this was online ad. Anthrax Worship Music. Amazon return. Dream Theater. This is they do their complete Images and Words album live in Japan. Was it double? Double record. I don't know. There's a couple really quickly here. The Ruts 40th anniversary of their debut album, The Crack. This is possibly one of the greatest punk albums of all time. And if you don't believe me, listen to it. 40th anniversary, and it sounds so much better than my original copy. That music from the Elder Kiss. This is a half-speed master copy that came out in Germany only this year. It's embossed. It comes with all the... I'm going to show this on a different video. It's numbered. It comes with all these inserts. And it's half-speed mastered, and it sounds fantastic. And I love this album. I don't care what anyone says. There. Okay. Used vinyl. I got at an auction locally. I threw in a bid for this and I won for like $5. Miles Davis double album in concert. This is around that kind of on the corner era of Miles Davis. I know this was from a thrift store because I couldn't. This is the Sunday's reissue of Spirit's 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Sorry. I know that was at a thrift store. I remember finding this. I think all in all now it's all thrift store vinyl. Rainbow, the final vinyl. Their final album they did before they broke up. The final lineup with Jolene Turner on vocals. And this is, I think, mostly live. Or all live, actually. The only Rainbow album I was missing, Rainbow album, of any note, I guess. Parliament, Mothership Connection. Remember in the beginning I said I've been fortunate and I prayed to the gods of whatever spirits are raining vinyl on me. It's been so beautiful lately. A jazz album, Freddie Hubbard with Joe Henderson, Bobby Hutcherson, and others live. An original pressing of the Sex Pistols, Here Comes the Bullocks, and mint condition. And I sold one of the vinyl auctions that me and Anthony from AGK Vinyls Life channel has, I sold my only original pressing and I found another one. How's that for luck? Spiritualize. Ladies and gentlemen, we are floating through space. I found a stack of brand new vinyl that I'm going to guess some kid donated with their Crosley record player, because the record player was there and there was a bunch of new vinyl that's still in there, like stuff like the Lumineers, and these other newer bands. So that's what I'm guessing it was, and that was part of it. How the kid knew to buy Spiritualized, I don't know, but God bless him. Found a nice copy of Led Zeppelin 4, which is my best copy I own. So this will be my keeper copy now. It bumps up my old keeper copy. Taj Mahal. What's this one called again? Is this called Taj Mahal? I think it's just called Taj Mahal. That was a nice find. I'm going to skip that one. This was online ads really quickly. I got, for $40, I got the Pink Floyd Deluxe Animals. Like the deluxe DVD, Blu-ray, vinyl, book. Some guy bought it and was selling it, I guess. Same as the same seller was, this different seller, sorry. Oh, it's same seller. Same seller. I think this is my first Tool album on vinyl. But this is the latest Tool album. He was selling that one too for $20. Same as the Scorpions, Rock Believer, their latest album. I wasn't going to pay full pop for it because the last 2 or 3 Scorpions albums have been very hit and miss. And I haven't heard this one yet. So, full disclosure, what are we at here? I still got some time. Holy crap, I'm blitzing through this one, aren't I? Hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen a lot of you guys. Hello. It's a really heavy concert week for me. I'm seeing Depeche Mode in a few days. And what else do I have coming up? I know I have something else coming up. And I just got tickets for Ministry with Gary Newman opening and Frontline Assembly. That's going to be an amazing show as well. So this is just while I catch my breath. You think this is easy? Whew. This came via this album took an interesting road, but this album, as it's been said on our vinyl auctions, was worth about $200-300 on Discogs. Anthony sold it to a guy named Scott. Hello, Scott. I don't think you watched, but if you do. And Scott traded me this record as I wanted it so bad because it's out of print, and I don't know if his album, because of the politics with Deaf American Records that owns, I think they own the rights to this record. I don't know if it'll ever be reissued again. But this is the Lords of Acid, Voodoo You. If you guys know the album, it's filthy cover. Filth, foreign filth. But I love the Lords of Acid. I love their first album, Lust. There's their second album, Voodoo You. I really like them a lot. Anyways, this was a bucket list album for me. So thank you, Scott. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you guys doing this big roundabout way of getting me this record. And I can show the backside. It's not very dirty. Anyways, this was yesterday, and I posted this on Instagram and my Facebook page. And if you don't follow me, just follow me. Follow me. Why not? I went to a thrift store, and if I didn't have someone with me to vouch for me, I wouldn't expect anyone would believe me. I found someone, they were just putting vinyl out at some ungodly hour of the night. I think they were prepping for Saturday morning when the big crowds come. And I walked out with a stack yay big. About the size of a dwarf. That's horrible. A hobbit. That's more politically correct. I found an original, and I'm not gonna go on about this record because I'm gonna show this in another video. I found a first UK pressing of Dark Side of the Moon. It's in VG Plus. There's a few marks, But I'm going to show this on another video because I thought I just found a copy of Dark Side of the Moon. And then I go out to the car and I'm looking at it, taking the price sticker off of it, and it's like, what? Great Britain? What? So I ran the matrix codes and wouldn't you believe it? Same haul from the thrift store was I sold my copy on one of the auctions, so I got another one now. Pink Floyd's A Nice Pair, which is their first record, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn and A Saucer Full of Secrets, put together in one package on Harvest Records. This was back in, 73 this came out. There's a copy of Dave Mason, Alone Together. A copy of Dave Mason, Headkeeper. And I think I found, I got to dig through my boxes. I think I found these Dave Mason records, not these exact ones, at a thrift store in the summertime. I think. Really nice copy of, this is my keeper copy of the Allman Brothers at the Fillmore. I had this on DTS audio disc. Sounds amazing if you're into that. But for vinyl, this is my keeper copy now. It's absolutely stunning. All the vinyl I found, whoever who donated it, took such good care of it. It was, I had to do like a cursory wipe of dust, and that's it. They were all clean. Stephen Stills and his band Manassas down the road. Once again, this is a keeper copy. This is in such nice condition. Kind of a psych band, that Acapulco Gold, The Rainy Days. If you want to Google this album, go right ahead. Kind of a cool find that was. Talking Heads, Little Creatures. Yeah, gotta make some room. This Mortal Coil, Filigree and Shadow, double album. Maybe one of the greatest, I don't want to say goth, but gothy type albums. Like, it's kind of like in that Dead Can Dance kind of realm. Cocteau Twins kind of thing. I'm going to show that later. I've been looking for this record forever. The Atomic Tom Jones. UK pressing. Okay, this is the Eagles that are in this one. We're still talking this haul still, by the way. I got a copy of The Long Run. Another copy of the Greatest Hits Volume 2. I always know people who want these, and 2 copies of Hotel California. I'm keeping an eye on the time. Keeping the eye on the time. I must be getting old. I used to be able to blitz through these videos like no problem. Getting old. I'll save that one. I always find these bands' records, and I don't really buy them very often. But the Ventures, Surfing. Finding Ventures albums isn't the problem. I've said this before for other bands. Finding good condition Ventures albums. Now that's the trick. Okay. Excellent condition copy of, I paid $4.99 for this one. As you can tell there, I didn't take the tag off yet. Just a stunning copy of the Buffalo Springfield first album. I was going to go on about that record, but I think you guys know the Springfield, as Neil Young calls them. Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman, original pressing. George Michael, You Gotta Have Faith. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm getting a close to time here. I gotta show these. These have been sitting since early summer. Jane Birkin. Does anybody know Jane Birkin? You might know by the next album I'm going to show you. I think she died recently. French singer. Insanely great vocalist. But this is the album a lot of people know. I found this with that one. Her album with Serge Gainsbourg. Excellent condition copies, and these are my copies now. Copy of Van Halen's 1984. Like I need another one, but I have another one. U2's... Okay, I gotta show you this. This is U2's War I found yesterday. Okay? But this, I've owned a few copies of this record. I've never seen this insert inside of it. So that's why I put it up front, because it's the gatefold. It's a gatefold pressing, but I've never seen that. The insert is advertising live at Red Rocks the home video, which is $35.95 when it was released. Then I also found a copy of The Unforgettable Fire by U2. And I'm going to skip through some stuff. Purple Rain. Oh my God. You know what? There's more stuff. Rebel Yell. I got about 5 Elton John records. Like Rolling Stones, Pyromania, Def Leppard. Oh my God. 2 Springsteens. Shel Silverstein. Inside Shel Silverstein, I found. And you know what? There's about a dozen other records. But we're going to end it on that because I promised myself and you, the YouTube viewer. So, this is the point of the video where most people, if you watch videos, not vinyl community videos, but kind of like, pro YouTubers, they say, you know what? Click subscribe and that bell icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. And follow me on Instagram. If you want to give me some money, pay me some money on Patreon for just making videos. And buy my merch down below. This is what people normally say. Not me. You don't want my merch. If I had any. Anyways, that was my attempt at being a pro YouTuber. And I failed miserably. I love you all. Thank you all for watching. I think I kept more or less to my promise of about a half-hour long video. I finally get to throw everything I showed you. I get to file it now away. Woo! Anyways, thank you everyone. I really appreciate you watching. And I really do love you all. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Join us. The vinyl auction on Sunday will be over by the time you see this. So, hope you were there for the vinyl auction. But we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.